telling them that's a 15-yard penalty, not where the penalty happened in high school football. That's NFL. It's not even in college. So the Whiteheads got it under control. It's going to move the ball 15 yards, and it'll be spotted at the 36. So a lot of Sunday day viewers here had that ball. Even the official was spotting it down here, this back judge. They picked him up on the 7-man crew last week. Got trips left, 2 receivers right. Bullock, empty set. He's going to call for the snap. Motion Prince underneath, and he gives it to Prince on a sweep left on the Wildcat side. He's going to get a couple yards and kind of get stalled, and there's another flag.
I'll see what that is.
This is going to be a long game with all these flags. Were you able to pop that up?
So far, I think it's back up. I haven't heard anybody tell me that.
Well, they'll certainly tell you. 2 minutes, 18 seconds, folks, left in the half, 21-17. This has been a lot of things happening in the game. A lot of penalties on both sides, a lot of play clock errors, 2 by Beckville, 1 by the Wildcats. And now the Whitehead is having an official timeout here, so it's a player's down. And the Wildcats taking a knee, Beckville taking a knee. 2 minutes, 18 seconds. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back with some more Waskom Wildcat football.
This is Pat Moore, General Manager of Marshall Ford Maverick Chevrolet, and we're beyond excited to support the Waskom Wildcats this year. It sounds so cliche, but our children are the future, and if we can invest in activities for children, then that's only going to make them better quality candidates when they get into the workforce. It's going to teach them the lessons that athletics, that music, that theater, that fine arts, all these things teach kids that there's a reward for doing your best. There's a reward for putting in hard work.
The Waskom Independent School District, a leader in academics, athletics, and extracurricular activities, teaching our children the importance of being good citizens, the desire to attend major universities, and come back home with an education to grow the community in East Texas. With grades pre-K through 12, the Waskom Independent School District is proud of their faculty and staff and their commitment to the very best for all students. Go Wildcats!
All right, back here at Beckville, Texas. Beckville has the ball, 2 minutes, 16 seconds. They had the big penalty after, let's see, they Bullock hands off. They're going to sweep out to the right, and the Wildcats have coverage over there and stops them with a loss on the play. Joe Irving and Chris Hernandez comes in to help. But puts us at 2 minutes left in the half, 21-17. And the ball's going to be spotted at the 29-yard line. So the Wildcats had a pass interference penalty that moved the Bearcats up, but then the Bearcats had a penalty, moved them, and then they delayed the game, I believe. And so all kinds of things going on this drive, and ultimately not much happening. The ball's now still just at the 29. The Wildcats 21-17, and I think the last time we scored, what was it, at the 2-minute 43 mark of the second quarter?
Well, we scored, once or twice and got it called back?
No, once, but it was our own fault.
Yeah.
So it's not like we can count it because that was our fault.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, but sometimes we'll
had some breakout
sometimes we'll think we
plays
score and it's a bad call.
Yeah.
And we count it, unofficially, but that one's not counting officially and officially. Hey, look, there's the superintendent. He sits right over there of Beckville, the Beckville superintendent. Yeah, let us come up here in the box tonight, got us on their private Wi-Fi, so we appreciate Mr. Tate. And here comes the Bearcats, and they're coming out with a long second down. Looks like a second down and 17.
How much time we have left?
2 minutes.
Okay.
Trips right, motion, and that trip man under, and he's going to fake it. Throws back to the screen. Oh, he just about picked it to come loose. Oh, everybody's on that one. Good job, Wildcats. Landon Nolan, J.D.
Definitely a good
Stevens.
job on stopping the screen.
And who was that about picked it off? That was Julius Walsh, a.k.a. Irvin.
That's been a big play for Beckville
number
tonight, so
5.
good to see that. And now it's third down. There's a timeout, Waskom.
Let's see. Well, they didn't take it on the board, but that don't mean nothing. So I would suspect because Beckville had no timeouts. So it's like the
Okay,
Wildcats going to take a time. But they're trying to save some time.
Save some time on the clock.
Because that brings up a third down and 17.
And be nice to go into that halftime with a little bit better lead, but
Yeah,
right
another
now
score.
Beckville still got the ball, and it's third down.
21-17, Wildcats holding on to that lead. And that last 7 was just out of an interception by the Wildcats in the first play, a reverse flea flicker by the Beckville Bearcats.
A reverse flea flicker.
Yeah, I mean, it's a play that you want to cheer for, but it's for the other team. And so it was a good play for the Bearcats.
Definitely was.
The stand, and you saw the difference in the stands, right? They really were enthusiastic about that play. It was a sharp-looking play. They have a lot of. I wonder if those lights they have on their stands. I bet that's for their October celebration because they're kind of fluorescent pink looking.
Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We'll shout out to my mom, Sue Kyle, who's in a fight with breast cancer right now herself.
Yes, and thankfully, she's been blessed to,
It's been doing really well,
in a good spot.
and we expect a full recovery for her.
So Bullock's coming out of the Wildcat timeout. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Prince is on his left side. Takes the snap. He's looking left. Now he's got a little of a rush, and he had to move out of the pocket. And he made an attempt, and Davion Buffin was there. And now they're going to come punt. So the Wildcats will have an opportunity to try to score again.
Okay,
Yeah.
folks, so Beckville's going to punt 4th down. We got, under 2 minutes left. Wildcats up 21-17.
Yeah, minute 44 seconds. We'll send back Joe Irvin, number 10, and Chris Hernandez, number 6, back to receive the kick. Mojica, number 8, is the punter for Beckville. He's at the 15. He gets a low snap. He does a good job. Gets a high punt. He gets a lot of hang time, and his coverage gets down there every time. And the ball's going to go out of bounds at the 43 of the Wildcats. So a minute, 33 seconds, your Wildcats have left here in the half to go 57 yards.
I see bands on the sidelines setting up.
And they're preparing for halftime.
Ready for halftime. Ooh.
And here comes the Wildcats. Is that okay?
Somebody turned the light on.
Yeah, turn the light on us. So here comes the Wildcats in the tight flex bone. Chris under center motion, Joe Irvin. They give it to the fullback. And he gets a good gain.
Gonna pick up a first down.
It's
Just
gonna be
short.
Bubba Jones, the number 7, on a good run, 8 yards. We're going to say 9. They get back under motion, Joe Irvin. This time he keeps it from Bubba. Chris is out on the edge. Joe comes up and makes a good block, and there's that old penalty.
Yeah.
They don't like how the blocks are happening on the Wildcat side on the edge.
I'm not really seeing what they're seeing.
Especially
on
right
that.
there. Lawson has 2 of them over there. No, that wasn't Lawson. That's your offensive coordinator. He's not happy with the officials. They're going to move him back. So that's
So we're back past the original line of scrimmage. Man, what was the call?
that had to
'Cause-
be a personal foul.
Yeah, that's 15 yards.
Yeah, I would like to know what that was.
I don't know what it was.
There's a 3rd personal foul for your Waskom Wildcats. The other 2 were on defense. This here's on offense. Now we're down to 1 minute, and that moves us all the way back to the Wildcat 32 under center Chris Hernandez. Do a counter play, and they get it off, but they're going to crush that counter play.
Yeah.
Pick up
That was
maybe 2.
Montez Williams on that.
Yeah, number 23, Montez. Let's bring up a 3rd down. Wildcats going to hustle up. They're going to go their regular set flex bone, motion right, Joe Irvin. And this time Chris keeps it, gets up to the 48. They're going to get down. They got 2 timeouts.
I'll bring up 4th down. How much time we got, Michael?
That's under 20 seconds. I'm not sure they're going to call one timeout and do one play. Yeah, I think that's what they're going to do. Or they're going to go in. Yeah, I think they're not going to run a play.
Why would they not run a play?
Well, because it's 4th down. They're going to call a timeout.
I think he'd run one play.
They're going to run one play. That's what they're going to do. No, what? The clock guys let it run out. That's what it was. So it's 0 on the half. But I believe the white hat is going to get them to set it. Yeah. So the Wildcats did call timeout with 1 second.
That's what they're doing.
Like they're trying to figure it out. You can hear them.
Man, I'm cold.
So the trying to get the clock set on the timeout. Looks like they're going to put 3 seconds on the clock. 3 seconds, 21-17. Wildcats have the lead, and one play before the half. The ball's at the 46-yard line of the Wildcats.
What do we call here? Reverse flea flicker?
No. I don't know what they're going to do here. But the Bearcats going to set up a cover 2. They got 2 safeties back here. Now it's a cover 3. Motion left. It's going to be, oh, look at there. Hicks, they use a different back. Oh, one got to be a good run by Hicks. He got down to the 29. So they're trying to do some decoys with some of the guys that have been running all night. And
That ran the time off?
Yes.
So we'll go to halftime. Waskom up 21-17 over Beckville.
Yeah, so we're going to go to our sponsors. We'll come back with a first half wrap up. And we won't be able to do anything from the outside because we're on sealed windows tonight. So we'll go to our sponsors and we'll be back here a little bit with a halftime wrap up and then ultimately to the second half.
Five Star Builders, the leader in barn construction and barn dominium construction, garage, storage buildings, all for you the way you want them. We have the experience, we have the knowledge, and we have the qualified men to do the job right for you. Check it out. Call 903-407-7627 to get a qualified representative to come speak to you. That's 407-7627. Go Wildcats!
East Tex Telephone Cooperative is a proud sponsor of all things Waskom Wildcats, academics, athletics, and extracurricular activities. East Tex Telephone commends the hard work and dedication put forth by all students, faculty, staff, and administration. It is through hard work and sacrifice that winners emerge. Best of luck from East Tex Telephone, servicing the telecommunications needs of rural East Texas since 1952. Go Waskom Wildcats!
Hey Wildcat fans, this is Josh Manus of the Manus Law Firm in Waskom. I'm proud to support our hometown team, and I hope you'll join me in rooting for the Wildcats to have another great season. If you've been injured in an accident as the result of someone else's negligence, your top priority should be healing physically and emotionally, not struggling financially. Since 2004, we've helped hundreds of East Texans receive full compensation for their injuries. Call us today at 903-407-8455. Visit us on the web at joshmanus.com.
This is Pat Moore, General Manager of Marshall Ford Maverick Chevrolet, and we're beyond excited to support the Waskom Wildcats this year. I love to coach. I've coached. When I see kids that I coached in 5th, 6th, 7-year-old, flag football, basketball, baseball, and you see these kids get into high school and they're playing varsity sports and they're flourishing, and then they graduate, and then, you just see them around town. You see them at Walmart, and they come up, man, and they give you a hug, and they tell you what's going on with their lives. That's the real reward. This is Pat Moore, General Manager of Marshall Ford Maverick Chevrolet, and we're beyond excited to support the Waskom Wildcats this year. It sounds so cliche, but our children are the future, and if we can invest in activities for children, then that's only going to make them better quality candidates when they get into the workforce. It's going to teach them the lessons that athletics, that music, that theater, that fine arts, all these things teach kids that there's a reward for doing your best. There's a reward for putting in hard work.
The Waskom Independent School District, a leader in academics, athletics, and extracurricular activities, teaching our children the importance of being good citizens, the desire to attend major universities, and come back home with an education to grow the community in East Texas. With grades pre-K through 12, the Waskom Independent School District is proud of their faculty and staff and their commitment to the very best for all students. Go Wildcats!
Five Star Builders, the leader in barn construction and barn dominium construction, garage, storage buildings, all for you the way you want them. We have the experience, we have the knowledge, and we have the qualified men to do the job right for you. Check it out. Call 903-407-7627 to get a qualified representative to come speak to you. That's 407-7627. Go Wildcats!
East Tex Telephone Cooperative is a proud sponsor of all things Waskom Wildcats, academics, athletics, and extracurricular activities. East Tex Telephone commends the hard work and dedication put forth by all students, faculty, staff, and administration. It is through hard work and sacrifice that winners emerge. Best of luck from East Tex Telephone, servicing the telecommunications needs of rural East Texas since 1952. Go Waskom Wildcats!
Hey Wildcat fans, this is Josh Manus of the Manus Law Firm in Waskom. I'm proud to support our hometown team, and I hope you'll join me in rooting for the Wildcats to have another great season. If you've been injured in an accident as the result of someone else's negligence, your top priority should be healing physically and emotionally, not struggling financially. Since 2004, we've helped hundreds of East Texans receive full compensation for their injuries. Call us today at 903-407-8455. Visit us on the web at joshmanus.com.
This is Pat Moore, General Manager of Marshall Ford Maverick Chevrolet, and we're beyond excited to support the Waskom Wildcats this year. I love to coach. I've coached. When I see kids that I coached in 5th, 6th, 7-year-old, flag football, basketball, baseball, and you see these kids get into high school and they're playing varsity sports and they're flourishing, and then they graduate, and then, you just see them around town. You see them at Walmart, and they come up, man, and they give you a hug, and they tell you what's going on with their lives. That's the real reward. This is Pat Moore, General Manager of Marshall Ford Maverick Chevrolet, and we're beyond excited to support the Waskom Wildcats this year. It sounds so cliche, but our children are the future, and if we can invest in activities for children, then that's only going to make them, better quality candidates when they get into the workforce. It's going to teach them the lessons that athletics, that music, that theater, that fine arts, all these things teach kids that there's a reward for doing your best. There's a reward for putting in hard work.
The Waskom Independent School District, a leader in academics, athletics, and extracurricular activities, teaching our children the importance of being good citizens, the desire to attend major universities, and come back home with an education to grow the community in East Texas. With grades pre-K through 12, the Waskom Independent School District is proud of their faculty and staff and their commitment to the very best for all students. Go Wildcats!
Five Star Builders, the leader in barn construction and barn dominium construction, garage, storage buildings, all for you the way you want them. We have the experience, we have the knowledge, and we have the qualified men to do the job right for you. Check it out. Call 903-407-7627 to get a qualified representative to come speak to you. That's 407-7627. Go Wildcats!
East Tex Telephone Cooperative is a proud sponsor of all things Waskom Wildcats, academics, athletics, and extracurricular activities. East Tex Telephone commends the hard work and dedication put forth by all students, faculty, staff, and administration. It is through hard work and sacrifice that winners emerge. Best of luck from East Tex Telephone, servicing the telecommunications needs of rural East Texas since 1952. Go Waskom Wildcats!
Hey Wildcat fans, this is Josh Manus of the Manus Law Firm in Waskom. I'm proud to support our hometown team, and I hope you'll join me in rooting for the Wildcats to have another great season. If you've been injured in an accident as the result of someone else's negligence, your top priority should be healing physically and emotionally, not struggling financially. Since 2004, we've helped hundreds of East Texans receive full compensation for their injuries. Call us today at 903-407-8455. Visit us on the web at joshmanus.com.
This is Pat Moore, General Manager of Marshall Ford Maverick Chevrolet, and we're beyond excited to support the Waskom Wildcats this year. I love to coach. I've coached. When I see kids that I coached in 5th, 6th, 7-year-old, flag football, basketball, baseball, and you see these kids get into high school and they're playing varsity sports and they're flourishing, and then they graduate, and then, you just see them around town. You see them at Walmart, and they come up, man, and they give you a hug, and they tell you what's going on with their lives. That's the real reward. This is Pat Moore, General Manager of Marshall Ford Maverick Chevrolet, and we're beyond excited to support the Waskom Wildcats this year. It sounds so cliche, but our children are the future, and if we can invest in activities for children, then that's only going to make them, better quality candidates when they get into the workforce. It's going to teach them the lessons that athletics, that music, that theater, that fine arts, all these things teach kids that there's a reward for doing your best. There's a reward for putting in hard work.
The Waskom Independent School District, a leader in academics, athletics, and extracurricular activities, teaching our children the importance of being good citizens, the desire to attend major universities, and come back home with an education to grow the community in East Texas. With grades pre-K through 12, the Waskom Independent School District is proud of their faculty and staff and their commitment to the very best for all students. Go Wildcats!
Five Star Builders, the leader in barn construction and barn dominium construction, garage, storage buildings, all for you the way you want them. We have the experience, we have the knowledge, and we have the qualified men to do the job right for you. Check it out. Call 903-407-7627 to get a qualified representative to come speak to you. That's 407-7627. Go Wildcats!
East Tex Telephone Cooperative is a proud sponsor of all things Waskom Wildcats, academics, athletics, and extracurricular activities. East Tex Telephone commends the hard work and dedication put forth by all students, faculty, staff, and administration. It is through hard work and sacrifice that winners emerge. Best of luck from East Tex Telephone, servicing the telecommunications needs of rural East Texas since 1952. Go Waskom Wildcats!
Hey Wildcat fans, this is Josh Manus of the Manus Law Firm in Waskom. I'm proud to support our hometown team, and I hope you'll join me in rooting for the Wildcats to have another great season. If you've been injured in an accident as the result of someone else's negligence, your top priority should be healing physically and emotionally, not struggling financially. Since 2004, we've helped hundreds of East Texans receive full compensation for their injuries. Call us today at 903-407-8455. Visit us on the web at joshmanus.com.
This is Pat Moore, General Manager of Marshall Ford Maverick Chevrolet, and we're beyond excited to support the Waskom Wildcats this year. I love to coach. I've coached. When I see kids that I coached in 5th, 6th, 7-year-old, flag football, basketball, baseball, and you see these kids get into high school and they're playing varsity sports and they're flourishing, and then they graduate, and then, you just see them around town. You see them at Walmart, and they come up, man, and they give you a hug, and they tell you what's going on with their lives. That's the real reward. This is Pat Moore, General Manager of Marshall Ford Maverick Chevrolet, and we're beyond excited to support the Waskom Wildcats this year. It sounds so cliche, but our children are the future, and if we can invest in activities for children, then that's only going to make them, better quality candidates when they get into the workforce. It's going to teach them the lessons that athletics, that music, that theater, that fine arts, all these things teach kids that there's a reward for doing your best. There's a reward for putting in hard work.
The Waskom Independent School District, a leader in academics, athletics, and extracurricular activities, teaching our children the importance of being good citizens, the desire to attend major universities, and come back home with an education to grow the community in East Texas. With grades pre-K through 12, the Waskom Independent School District is proud of their faculty and staff and their commitment to the very best for all students. Go Wildcats!
All right, I'm back here live in Beckville, Texas. Your Waskom Wildcats are taking on the Beckville Bearcats, but we're at halftime. 16 minutes here left in halftime. The Waskom Wildcat band is out there. We just had the Sweet Home Alabama. Isn't that right? We had the guitar guy, Michael, playing that solo. But I'm going to give you a first half wrap-up. And it's been a lot of action in the first half here. This district matchup between Waskom and Beckville. Got started off with 8 minutes, 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Waskom scored first. A 9-yard run by Montez Thompson. Chris Hernandez kicked the extra point. Waskom started off 7-0. Beckville came right back. It's Beckville's second possession. The Wildcats had held them on the first possession, opening possession. 5 minutes, 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Jordan Prince for the Beckville Bearcats ran in a 1-yard after Beckville moved the ball down with a bunch of screen plays and other plays to get down there. Prince punched it in a 1-yard run, and Mojica made the extra point. 7-7, the game was tied. But the Wildcats came right back. 4 minutes, 57 seconds. It was only 16 seconds after that score. Nate Espy on a 52-yard run. And then Chris Hernandez kicked the extra point. 14-7. They went up over the Beckville Bearcats. And then Beckville came right back, still in the first quarter. 33 seconds left in the first quarter. The Beckville Bearcats have a kick. Wildcats stopped them on a fourth down. Mojica, number 8 for the Bearcats, came out, kicked a 29-yard field goal, still trailing the Wildcats 10-14. Then 10 minutes, 43 seconds there into the second quarter, or 10 minutes, 43 seconds left in the second quarter. Bubba Jones come in at B-back and got a handoff, ran up the middle, cut back left a little for a 30-yard run into the end zone. Chris Hernandez kicked the extra point. 21-10, the Wildcats went up. Wildcats were looking pretty strong, stopped the Beckville Bearcats, got a punt. Then the Wildcats came out on the first play at that point in the game and threw a big pass, and it was picked off by the Bearcats. And then the second, or the first play that Bearcats had after the interception, they did a reverse handoff flea flicker pass. Went 65 yards, and the Wildcats went from 21-10 just in a few seconds to 21-17, and that was 8 minutes and 1 second left in the second quarter, and then it went back and forth from there, and that's where we're at here at the half. 21-17 here in Beckville. Now we'll let Julie see what's going on in other area scores.
Harleton over Hawkins in the third quarter, 21-6. Halftime, Elysian Fields was 15-0. The score just changed there, so I think they just went into the third quarter, and Elysian Fields may have scored. So 22-0 now. EF over Big Sandy. Shelbyville over Garrison, 26-21. They're still in the second quarter, but almost a halftime. Timpson over Hemphill at halftime, 35-0. West Rusk over New Diana at the half, 14-7. Hallsville up over Natchitoches, 17-7 at the half. Texas High over Marshall, 7-0 at the half. Hugh Springs down to Hooks, 39-3 in the second quarter. St. Augustine over Joaquin, 8-7. Longview over Forney, 17-14. Carthage over Center, 39-7.
So there's some other area football scores tonight. The Beckville Bearcat Band and Twirl Squad and Flag Squad are out on the field, and they have 12 minutes to perform, and then we should be back here to kick off the second half between the Waskom Wildcats and the Beckville Bearcats. So we'll go to our sponsors. We'll be right back with some more Waskom Wildcat football.
Five Star Builders, the leader in barn construction and barn dominium construction, garage, storage buildings, all for you the way you want them. We have the experience, we have the knowledge, and we have the qualified men to do the job right for you. Check it out. Call 903-407-7627 to get a qualified representative to come speak to you. That's 407-7627. Go Wildcats!
East Tex Telephone Cooperative is a proud sponsor of all things Waskom Wildcats, academics, athletics, and extracurricular activities. East Tex Telephone commends the hard work and dedication put forth by all students, faculty, staff, and administration. It is through hard work and sacrifice that winners emerge. Best of luck from East Tex Telephone, servicing the telecommunications needs of rural East Texas since 1952. Go Waskom Wildcats!
Hey Wildcat fans, this is Josh Manus of the Manus Law Firm in Waskom. I'm proud to support our hometown team, and I hope you'll join me in rooting for the Wildcats to have another great season. If you've been injured in an accident as the result of someone else's negligence, your top priority should be healing physically and emotionally, not struggling financially. Since 2004, we've helped hundreds of East Texans receive full compensation for their injuries. Call us today at 903-407-8455. Visit us on the web at joshmanus.com.
This is Pat Moore, General Manager of Marshall Ford Maverick Chevrolet, and we're beyond excited to support the Waskom Wildcats this year. I love to coach. I've coached. When I see kids that I coached in 5th, 6th, 7-year-old, flag football, basketball, baseball, when you see these kids get into high school and they're playing varsity sports and they're flourishing, and then they graduate, and then, you just see them around town. You see them at Walmart, and they come up, man, and they give you a hug, and they tell you what's going on with their lives. That's the real reward. This is Pat Moore, General Manager of Marshall Ford Maverick Chevrolet, and we're beyond excited to support the Waskom Wildcats this year. It sounds so cliche, but our children are the future, and if we can invest in activities for children, then that's only going to make them, better quality candidates when they get into the workforce. It's going to teach them the lessons that athletics, that music, that theater, that fine arts, all these things teach kids that there's a reward for doing your best. There's a reward for putting in hard work.
The Waskom Independent School District, a leader in academics, athletics, and extracurricular activities, teaching our children the importance of being good citizens, the desire to attend major universities, and come back home with an education to grow the community in East Texas. With grades pre-K through 12, the Waskom Independent School District is proud of their faculty and staff and their commitment to the very best for all students. Go Wildcats!
Five Star Builders, the leader in barn construction and barn dominium construction, garage, storage buildings, all for you the way you want them. We have the experience, we have the knowledge, and we have the qualified men to do the job right for you. Check it out. Call 903-407-7627 to get a qualified representative to come speak to you. That's 407-7627. Go Wildcats!
East Tex Telephone Cooperative is a proud sponsor of all things Waskom Wildcats, academics, athletics, and extracurricular activities. East Tex Telephone commends the hard work and dedication put forth by all students, faculty, staff, and administration. It is through hard work and sacrifice that winners emerge. Best of luck from East Tex Telephone, servicing the telecommunications needs of rural East Texas since 1952. Go Waskom Wildcats!
Hey Wildcat fans, this is Josh Manus of the Manus Law Firm in Waskom. I'm proud to support our hometown team, and I hope you'll join me in rooting for the Wildcats to have another great season. If you've been injured in an accident as the result of someone else's negligence, your top priority should be healing physically and emotionally, not struggling financially. Since 2004, we've helped hundreds of East Texans receive full compensation for their injuries. Call us today at 903-407-8455. Visit us on the web at joshmanus.com.
This is Pat Moore, General Manager of Marshall Ford Maverick Chevrolet, and we're beyond excited to support the Waskom Wildcats this year. I love to coach. I've coached. When I see kids that I coached in 5th, 6th, 7-year-old, flag football, basketball, baseball, when you see these kids get into high school and they're playing varsity sports and they're flourishing, and then they graduate, and then, you just see them around town. You see them at Walmart, and they come up, man, and they give you a hug, and they tell you what's going on with their lives. That's the real reward. This is Pat Moore, General Manager of Marshall Ford Maverick Chevrolet, and we're beyond excited to support the Waskom Wildcats this year. It sounds so cliche, but our children are the future, and if we can invest in activities for children, then that's only going to make them better quality candidates when they get into the workforce. It's going to teach them the lessons that athletics, that music, that theater, that fine arts, all these things teach kids that there's a reward for doing your best. There's a reward for putting in hard work.
The Waskom Independent School District, a leader in academics, athletics, and extracurricular activities, teaching our children the importance of being good citizens, the desire to attend major universities, and come back home with an education to grow the community in East Texas. With grades pre-K through 12, the Waskom Independent School District is proud of their faculty and staff and their commitment to the very best for all students. Go Wildcats!
Five Star Builders, the leader in barn construction and barn dominium construction, garage, storage buildings, all for you the way you want them. We have the experience, we have the knowledge, and we have the qualified men to do the job right for you. Check it out. Call 903-407-7627 to get a qualified representative to come speak to you. That's 407-7627. Go Wildcats!
East Tex Telephone Cooperative is a proud sponsor of all things Waskom Wildcats, academics, athletics, and extracurricular activities. East Tex Telephone commends the hard work and dedication put forth by all students, faculty, staff, and administration. It is through hard work and sacrifice that winners emerge. Best of luck from East Tex Telephone, servicing the telecommunications needs of rural East Texas since 1952. Go Waskom Wildcats!
Hey Wildcat fans, this is Josh Manus of the Manus Law Firm in Waskom. I'm proud to support our hometown team, and I hope you'll join me in rooting for the Wildcats to have another great season. If you've been injured in an accident as the result of someone else's negligence, your top priority should be healing physically and emotionally, not struggling financially. Since 2004, we've helped hundreds of East Texans receive full compensation for their injuries. Call us today at 903-407-8455. Visit us on the web at joshmanus.com.
This is Pat Moore, General Manager of Marshall Ford Maverick Chevrolet, and we're beyond excited to support the Waskom Wildcats this year. I love to coach. I've coached. When I see kids that I coached in 5th, 6th, 7-year-old, flag football, basketball, baseball, and you see these kids get into high school and they're playing varsity sports and they're flourishing, and then they graduate, and then, you just see them around town. You see them at Walmart, and they come up, man, and they give you a hug, and they tell you what's going on with their lives. That's the real reward. This is Pat Moore, General Manager of Marshall Ford Maverick Chevrolet, and we're beyond excited to support the Waskom Wildcats this year. It sounds so cliche, but our children are the future, and if we can invest in activities for children, then that's only going to make them better quality candidates when they get into the workforce. It's going to teach them the lessons that athletics, that music, that theater, that fine arts, all these things teach kids that there's a reward for doing your best. There's a reward for putting in hard work.
The Waskom Independent School District, a leader in academics, athletics, and extracurricular activities, teaching our children the importance of being good citizens, the desire to attend major universities, and come back home with an education to grow the community in East Texas. With grades pre-K through 12, the Waskom Independent School District is proud of their faculty and staff and their commitment to the very best for all students. Go Wildcats!
Five Star Builders, the leader in barn construction and barn dominium construction, garage, storage buildings, all for you the way you want them. We have the experience, we have the knowledge, and we have the qualified men to do the job right for you. Check it out. Call 903-407-7627 to get a qualified representative to come speak to you. That's 407-7627. Go Wildcats!
East Tex Telephone Cooperative is a proud sponsor of all things Waskom Wildcats, academics, athletics, and extracurricular activities. East Tex Telephone commends the hard work and dedication put forth by all students, faculty, staff, and administration. It is through hard work and sacrifice that winners emerge. Best of luck from East Tex Telephone, servicing the telecommunications needs of rural East Texas since 1952. Go Waskom Wildcats!
Hey Wildcat fans, this is Josh Manus of the Manus Law Firm in Waskom. I'm proud to support our hometown team, and I hope you'll join me in rooting for the Wildcats to have another great season. If you've been injured in an accident as the result of someone else's negligence, your top priority should be healing physically and emotionally, not struggling financially. Since 2004, we've helped hundreds of East Texans receive full compensation for their injuries. Call us today at 903-407-8455. Visit us on the web at joshmanus.com.
All right, folks, back here live, Beckville, Texas. Your Waskom Wildcats are holding on to the lead. They had it all game. There was one tie, 7-7, and since that mark there in the first quarter, Wildcats been holding on to the lead. And here, fixing to start the second half, your Wildcats are up 21-17. So, pretty good first half. From an entertainment standpoint, Waskom Wildcats made a lot of mistakes in the first half, folks. A lot of easy things to clean up, and hopefully they clean them up here in the second half. Some of those false starts and some of those, when we had the time clock run out on us. Now, there were a few of the hold penalties that were questionable, especially when the Wildcats got out there on the edge. But, you know, you can't do anything but, you know, keep working hard. The officials are going to call what they call, see what they see. But the defense was able to start containing the Bearcat offense on those screen passes that were getting them there at the first part of the first quarter. And here come the Beckville Bearcats. You can hear their horn. I got a big train horn that blows. And they made it out here on the field. The Wildcats are in their blow-up tunnel right at the front of it. They have the spirit line with the band and the cheer squad. And here come the Waskom Wildcats out on the field. And they have one of the cheerleaders that leads out in a good tumble, probably about 5 or 6 times, and the Wildcats are on the field, the Bearcats are on the field. There's a Bearcat band member on the field, and he just ran across to get his saxophone. Now he's making his way over here on the sidelines. The booster clubs for both sides have got the tunnels down, and we're getting set here for the second half of football.
For a third quarter.
Third quarter, we're coming out of halftime. It technically is still halftime.
Waskom up 21-17. Waskom will get the ball first in starting this second half of football.
Now we're starting the third quarter. Now there's 2 spectators going across the field to the Waskom side. I think that's probably our band support crew. What do you think?
Band-Aids?
No, they look like band adults.
I don't know what they are, what they're going across.
They're going across the field at the 40. They're still on the 40, and folks, they are off the field. All right, well, here comes the Bearcats already, and here comes your Wildcats. They're set to receive the open kickoff. That's good. We won the toss and deferred because we weren't able to punch it in at the end of the second quarter, had the last possession.
Ran out of time.
Ran out of time. And we had a big penalty. Remember, we had a personal foul. We made a big run, had a big foul.
Those flags killed us.
I'm almost thinking our batteries are doing what it did the other day. What do you think?
I don't know. I hope not, but could be.
Yep. I think they may have done it.
Dang.
This stuff is just getting too crazy out here.
Well, so onside kick, and I don't know I don't think it went 10 yards.
They're yelling that they got it.
I don't think, but wouldn't it good?
Well, let's look and see what the officials are saying. What are they doing? They're marking it?
I don't know. We got jumping up and down, so I don't know.
Officials are going to spot it here in a second. Julia will see it. I'm going to get these batteries out. I don't know if you guys are hearing us or not. They're on KMHT 1450 AM 96.9 FM. Can you, is that up in the box or is that thing on the field?
I think it's in the box.
Have they spotted it?
Are they going to re-kick it?
Not. Hold on. All right, folks. I'm back here live, Beckville, Texas. Still trying to figure out what happened on the kickoff.
But I think they're going to re-kick it.
So it had to be
I think it
against
didn't
Beckville.
go
Yeah, there must have been a penalty
for
then.
it was onside, but I think they did touch it for it. It didn't go. It went out of bounds. I don't know.
Well, they're re-kicking it. It didn't go far enough because it's a penalty, and they're going to re-kick.
And then they moved where the ball is, right? Backed them up.
Yep. So they're replaying.
Replaying it. So let's see what happens now. What
Yep.
kind of kick we going to get now?
So Beckville set the kick. Dang, I can get this thing going. It'll be a high kick down to the left side, fielded by Davion Buffin. He's going to be stopped immediately for no gain, but the Wildcats will have possession. Here comes the Wildcat offense, folks. So the Wildcats will have 1st and 10 to start the second half after a potential onside kick by the Beckville Bearcats didn't go the amount of yards it needed to. Well, that's crazy. There.
Our equipment is eating some batteries, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, good grief. Wildcats are in a tight flex bone. Nope, they have a receiver out to the left. No motion. They give it to the fullback, and he keeps it on the outside. And he gets stopped there at the line of scrimmage, Chris Hernandez, for no gain. Well, number 9, Wilcox on the tackle. Bring up a second down for the Wildcats. Second down and 10. So we're in 11 minutes, 34 seconds, 21-17. Wildcats have the ball. There's going to be a penalty against the Wildcats. Good grief. Holding. So the Wildcats are going to get pushed back even further, or they may decline it.
This crew has been a tough crew tonight.
They're going to decline it because they want to get the down. Beckville does. So it'll be second down and 10. Now the Wildcats are in tight flex bone. Chris Hernandez under center. Motion right. They're going to give it to Joe Irvin on a jet play, and he's going to pick up a few yards, maybe 3. Maybe squeezed out 4 on that. So that was a good play for the Wildcats. But that will bring up a 3rd down.
We got one line judge this side. He's way back here. Look, so they moved it back. He said to move it, so he only picked up a yard.
Huh, that's weird.
He stood way back here, and then he told him to move it back.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 9.
He's on the other side of the field.
Motion right, Joe Irvin. Chris gives it to the fullback, picks up 4, Nate Espy. Now it's a 4th down. And I guess the Wildcats are going to punt.
Yeah,
So not a very good opening possession here in the second half for the Wildcats.
definitely not how we wanted to start out, for sure.
So 10 minutes, 55 seconds, clock's ticking, 21-17, and the Wildcats will give the Bearcats their first possession. A high snap. Chris is able to jump and get it, and he gets off a pretty good punt. But it takes a Bearcat bounce. It's going to put the Bearcats at their 34-yard line. So Bearcats take over 1st and 10. The Wildcats hanging on to this slim lead. 21-17. So Bearcats looking to get their play. Gonna break the huddle. Bullock's going to send 3 receivers to his left side on the Wildcat side. 1 to the right. He's got number 2, Rudy Watts, in the pistol. No motion, gives it to Rudy, pulls it away. He's looking to pass left. He's got some time, and he lets it go. Good pass to number 11. Right there in the seam, Grayson Higgs for the reception. First down for Bearcats into Wildcat territory. So that's going to be putting the Bearcats at the 46-yard line. So the Bearcats have a 1st and 10 at the Wildcats 46. Come out of the huddle. Bullock calls for the snap, gives it to Prince. He's going to go up the middle. He'll pick up 3 yards. That was Rudy Watts on the run.
That big 64 with that big pink shirt hanging out from under his thing.
Yeah.
Every time I look out there, I think it looks like a skirt.
Yeah, it's about 3 feet long. Yeah, it looks like a tutu.
It just cracks me up.
So they break the huddle, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Bullock's got a back, which is Watson. He's going to roll right. He's got a guy, Mojica, right at the 1st down marker. And it's complete. I thought he was short. Yeah, he's 1 yard short of the 1st down. So I bring up a 3rd down and 1. 9 minutes, 36 seconds. Wildcats 21-17 up over the Beckville Bearcats, but the Bearcats are moving the ball. They'll break the huddle. Bullock has his team set, and he hands off to Watson. The Wildcats stuff that. Great job by the Wildcats. And they stop at the whistle. So they lost 2 yards. So that brings up a 4th down and 3. That was 57 Aiden Corbett, 11 Max Ducote, and 60 J.D. Stevens.
Let's see what the defense can do here on this 4th down. Defense is struggling tonight. Offense is struggling with penalties.
Yeah, penalties killing us. So here goes 4th and 3, folks. At the Wildcat 39, Bullock has 3 receivers left. He's looking to pass. He's got plenty of time, and he throws it. And it's incomplete, broken up. Good job by the Wildcat defense.
Well, the ball will go over on downs.
That was Bubba Jones on the defensive stop.
Oh, great job, Bubba. Let's see if Waskom offense can put something together and without a penalty.
Well, I'm pretty pumped over this defense right there, Joe. That was a great stop by the Wildcats because, like you said, they come out on offense, really couldn't even get the engine going, had to punt to Beckville, and Beckville was moving it there for a second. Got a couple of 1st downs. The Wildcats stopped them on a 4th down and 3, and now let's see what the offense does on the 2nd possession in the 2nd half. 21-17, Wildcats come out in the tight flex bone. Chris Hernandez under center, motion left, and they looked like they were going to do the jet left, and quarterback counter right, and it stopped for a loss of 1. So that's not looking good. 2nd down and 11 at the 38 of the Wildcats. Beckville's fired up tonight, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah. 21-17. Wildcats hanging on to this lead. Chris under center, flex bone formation. Motion Joe Irvin. Pitches it to Joe Irvin. And he does get over there on the edge. He's going to pick up, but they've marked him out of bounds quick. You never know what that side's marking. You see how he keeps moving up and down?
Mm-hmm.
But they're going to just mark it with a 3-yard. But we had lost a yard, so it's going to be a 3rd down and 8. 7 minutes, 46 seconds, the clock stopped. 21-17 here in Beckville. Tight flex bone formation. Chris is under center, motion left. Oh, a bobble on the snap. Right when we don't need it. So now, no, it's a fumble. And the Bearcats get a fumble recovery, number 70. Well, this keeps getting uglier and uglier. Blantley Grand George on the fumble recovery for the Beckville Bearcats. So now they'll take over in Wildcat territory. The ball's at the 38-yard line of Waskom. All right, it's 9:07. Probably going to be a long game here.
I would say call a timeout and regroup, but we just came out of halftime, so I really thought we would come out and look better than this.
Well, I think Beckville, so they're just stepping their game up. They got Bullock with 2 backs on each side of him. And then he does that screen, and we stop it for a short gain. Maddox to Cody, number 11 out there, and 23 Montez Thompson, and 52 Landon Nolan. A gain of 4. Second down and 6 at the Wildcat 34.
Our defense has spent a lot of time on the field tonight.
Bullock's going to have an empty set in the spread, and he's going to run it up the middle. And he's going to be 1 yard shy of the first down.
He had a big hole to go through for sure.
Well, they get, they spread out with the spread, and you got pretty much one linebacker and your D line there to either. So a good pickup by Bullock. But it brings up a 3rd and 1. They were at 3rd and 1 the last possession. We're able to stop the runner for a loss of 2, put them at 4th and 3. And so the Bullock breaks the huddle in the pistol set. He's going to give it to his back, going off tackle left, and this time he's going to be out on the open. Picks up the first down into the red zone for the Beckville Bearcats. Ball will be spotted at the 13-yard line of the Wildcats. 1st and 10, Beckville. 6 minutes, 6 seconds. Clock is stopped. Here comes Beckville out of the huddle. Bullock set. Has motion coming across in front of him. And they do a cross buck with a back going off tackle left. And number 8 is going to be stopped just short of the end zone. Jordan, is that Jordan? Well, I thought, no, he's on this side. What number is that player right there? Number 9 or 6?
I'm not sure.
Looks like Timmy Wilcox. Wilcox, number 9. First and goal at the 2. Could you use the fumble by the Bearcats here? Bullock has 2 backs. One's rolling out right, and he's going to run off tackle left. He runs into his player. He runs into the back of a Bearcat, and it trips him up short of the end zone. 2nd down and goal at the 1 yard line. So we're under 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 52 seconds. Clock's ticking down. Second and goal, Beckville Bearcats at the 1. Bullock has 2 backs on each side of him in the shotgun. He's going to give it to one going.
And he's in for a touchdown.
Is it Prince?
That'll be
No,
Beckville's
it's
the first lead of the game tonight. And they'll set up for their extra point attempt.
So that's a 1-yard run. Let's see, so 4 minutes, 33 seconds. This third quarter, Beckville scores on a run by Rudy Watts. 1 yard. Now Mojica will try for the extra point attempt. Oh, ooh, uh-oh. Well, they blew the whistle, and we run into the kicker after the whistle. I think they had a false start. That's why the guy ran across. Or maybe the officials weren't ready. He's got a flag on the field. Well, they're still kicking a regular extra point. Alright, so that's a successful.
That'll bring the score 24-21, Beckville.
So up over the Wildcats. We'll be right back with some more Waskom Wildcat football.
This is Pat Moore, General Manager of Marshall Ford Maverick Chevrolet, and we're beyond excited to support the Waskom Wildcats this year. I love to coach. I've coached. When I see kids that I coached in 5th, 6th, 7-year-old, flag football, basketball, baseball, and you see these kids get into high school and they're playing varsity sports and they're flourishing, and then they graduate, and then, you just see them around town. You see them at Walmart, and they come up, man, and they give you a hug, and they tell you what's going on with their lives. That's the real reward. This is Pat Moore, General Manager of Marshall Ford Maverick Chevrolet, and we're beyond excited to support the Waskom Wildcats this year. It sounds so cliche, but our children are the future, and if we can invest in activities for children, then that's only going to make them, better quality candidates when they get into the workforce. It's going to teach them the lessons that athletics, that music, that theater, that fine arts, all these things teach kids that there's a reward for doing your best. There's a reward for putting in hard work.
All right, we're back here at Beckville, Texas. And the Beckville Bearcats take their first lead of the game, 24-21, up over the Waskom Wildcats.
I have a feeling we should look for that onside kick again. What do you think?
4 minutes, 33 seconds. Beckville set to kick. Mojica is the kicker for the Bearcats. Looks like he's aiming it towards this right side, the Beckville side, and it is going to be onside. This time we touch it. And now it's going to be up. Yeah, so we got to do some special teams coaching there. You never run up 5 yards
and
into
touch the ball.
And touch the ball. I think maybe potentially he thought he was going to get a quick run to the end zone, but he jacked that up, and the Bearcats Bearcats will have a 1st and 10. But now they're talking about it. You didn't see a Bearcat touch it, did you?
I don't know.
Man, that was messy. And I don't know what, they're talking about it.
It's a hot mess express here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he signaled to the Wildcats at first, and the fans went ballistic. So the Wildcats are shell-shocked here, folks. They can't get nothing going.
Just some bad mistakes, some penalties and some mistakes. There was just a bad mistake.
4 minutes, 34 seconds. The Wildcats are at 24-21.
And again, the defense is going to have to stay on the field. I'm telling you, the defense has had a lot of playing time tonight.
All right, let's see if the defense can hold here. Bearcats break the huddle. They'll start at their 47-yard line. Oh, they moved. Yeah, come on, official. Took you all day and a minute to call that. False start, Beckville. They're going to move the Bearcats back 5. Now the Wildcats got to step up here on defense immediately. Ball's at the 40. Well, how to go to the 47 to the... Okay, it's at the 42. They just hadn't changed it up on the scoreboard. Beckville will break the huddle. Bullock's empty set. Typically runs straight up the middle on this, but yep, there he goes. I mean, I'm the only one that remembers that. Picks up 5. Gets back the penalty. Four minutes, 15 seconds. Clock's ticking down here. Do we have the lead?
In the third quarter,
No.
Beckville's up 24-21.
So we don't have the lead. Is that correct?
First time in the game we haven't had the lead.
24-21. Beckville has a tight bunch on the right side, trips. He's looking that way. He gets a little rush. Oh, I thought we may have almost picked up. It was a bad throw, or we potentially would have picked it off. Incomplete.
Bring up third down.
And the clock stops at 3 minutes 49. Third down and 10. Third down and 10. Who has the lead? Do we have the lead? No, 24-21. Beckville has the lead. What's that noise? The wind's blowing in here. Bullock breaks the huddle. In the shotgun, pistol set. And he does a 360 and he throws it over the middle. Oh, there, we got our hands on it again.
We'll bring up fourth down.
Or maybe not, but we had coverage there. Bring up a fourth down. Beckville punt it, man. Just punt it. Give the Wildcats an opportunity on offense. What do you think they're going to do?
I don't know.
Punt it. Punt it, coach.
I'm just telling you, that pink skirt just cracks me
It's
up.
a tutu. You know those little fuzzy ones or puffy ones? But you got to give it to the Bearcats. They have hung in there and fought back, and they're in the lead. 24-21, 3 minutes, 44 seconds. They hustle to the line of scrimmage. Trips right, one receiver left, back on the right side of Bullock. Bullock calls for it. He's looking to pass, folks. He's going on 4th and 10. He's got a guy wide open. First down, Watts.
And they convert that fourth down to a first down and move over into Wildcat territory.
Yep, the ball's going to be around the 37.
Wildcats just weren't ready, weren't prepared.
That's just good play there by the Bearcats. That Watts has got a lot of yards on the ground and in the air. At the 38-yard line, Bearcats 1st and 10. Bullock has a back on each side of him now. 2 receivers left, 1 right, and he gives it to Watts. And Watts cuts back up the middle and only picks up 2. Stopped by Maddox to Cody, number 11 for the Waskom Wildcats. Man, this clock's 3 minutes, 10 seconds. Bearcats have a second down and 8 at the 31. Did the air go off? I think they turned it off.
Ooh, I was freezing.
Yeah, I
I
think
hope
they
it
turned
stays
it
off.
off. Now, Beckville's in the spread and over there in a bunch, and he's looking to pass. He's throwing a go. Ooh, nasty pass to the seam.
Man,
Burn the cornerback and everybody.
Beckville scores again. That's a
Beckville's killing Waskom.
Beckville touchdown.
What number is that? Number 8? Or number... No, that looks like number 8. That's got to be number 9. Number 9, we're going to give him the 36-yard pass reception. Number 9 for the Beckville Bearcats. Timmy Wilcox.
I think Waskom's defense out.
You can't be worn out this time of the season. You're worn out this time of the season, you might as well just hang up your helmet. I don't think they're worn out. They're getting outplayed. But You can. They could be worn out. Julie's going with worn out. I'm going without play.
Been on the field a lot tonight.
Well, I mean, that's what you do. You play
What's
4
going
quarters.
on down here now?
Where at?
They're just discussing what to do, or what do we got going on here?
I know they didn't call a penalty on that, or they'd have a rampage.
Well, the Beckville coach is talking to the white hat.
He's asking them where they're going fishing tomorrow.
Still.
Which lake are we going to? I don't know. Uh-oh. He gave him a signal that we can't say over the radio.
I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah. So after whatever they were talking about has nothing to do with this extra point attempt. And now they're going to switch in a whole other team. So I believe they're going to bring out the extra point team. Here comes Mojica, the kicker for the Beckville Bearcats. 2 minutes, 50 seconds. I didn't write that down.
Ooh, I think the air came back on. Ooh.
As soon as you got Timmy Wilcox on that catch by the Beckville Bearcats, and Mojica caps it off.
And that'll make the score 31-21, Beckville.
Yep, and the Wildcats dug themselves into a big hole here. 31-21, Bearcats go up. Still in the second quarter, 2 minutes, 50 seconds. We'll be right back with some more Waskom Wildcat football.
The Waskom Independent School District, a leader in academics, athletics, and extracurricular activities, teaching our children the importance of being good citizens, the desire to attend major universities, and come back home with an education to grow the community in East Texas. With grades pre-K through 12, the Waskom Independent School District is proud of their faculty and staff and their commitment to the very best for all students. Go Wildcats!
Five Star Builders, the leader in barn construction and barn dominium construction, garage, storage buildings, all for you the way you want them. We have the experience, we have the knowledge, and we have the qualified men to do the job right for you. Check it out. Call 903-407-7627 to get a qualified representative to come speak to you. That's 407-7627. Go Wildcats!
All right, folks, back here in Beckville, Texas. Beckville Bearcats just scored on the Waskom Wildcats. They're up 10 over the Wildcats, 31-21. Oh, look, that's what it was. They had a penalty, Julie. So now they're kicking off from the 25-yard line. Beckville is to the Wildcats. They still can onside kick. I hope the Wildcats are aware of that. Mojica set the kick, and he kicks it deep. He's going to be fielded at the 22 by Jamal Buffin, and he's going to toe tap up to the 30. So a pick up a 7 on the return, tackled by number 5. Oh, that was number 7, Dylan Cover for the Bearcats.
He seemed like he keeps trying to talk to him. I don't think that was 7. I think that's 2.
Oh, I called what the PA guy
He's
said.
saying that, but it was 2, and he just kept trying to still say something there to the
Uh-oh, I'm gonna drop
Wildcats.
that in the ditch.
He got a little saucy.
31-21. The Bearcats are up over the Wildcats. 2 scores here for the Bearcats in the second half, none for the Wildcats. Chris Hernandez under center. No motion. Man, the Bearcats are on fire. Uh-oh. Nate breaks loose, but he breaks loose way back in the backfield.
And I think he might have fumbled the ball. But Beckville's saying that they've got the ball.
He was down, I believe. Man, Beckville's going crazy. All right, so looks like we have a player down. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with some more football.
East Texas Telephone Cooperative is a proud sponsor of all things Waskom Wildcats, academics, athletics, and extracurricular activities. East Texas Telephone commends the hard work and dedication put forth by all students, faculty, staff, and administration. It is through hard work and sacrifice that winners emerge. Best of luck from East Texas Telephone, servicing the telecommunications needs of rural East Texas since 1952. Go Waskom Wildcats!
Hey Wildcat fans, this is Josh Manus of the Manus Law Firm in Waskom. I'm proud to support our hometown team, and I hope you'll join me in rooting for the Wildcats to have another great season. If you've been injured in an accident as the result of someone else's negligence, your top priority should be healing physically and emotionally, not struggling financially. Since 2004, we've helped hundreds of East Texans receive full compensation for their injuries. Call us today at 903-407-8455. Visit us on the web at joshmanus.com.
This is Pat Moore, General Manager of Marshall Ford Maverick Chevrolet, and we're beyond excited to support the Waskom Wildcats this year. I love to coach. I've coached. When I see kids that I coached in 5th, 6th, 7-year-old, flag football, basketball, baseball, and you see these kids get into high school and they're playing varsity sports and they're flourishing, and then they graduate, and then, you just see them around town. You see them at Walmart, and they come up, man, and they give you a hug, and they tell you what's going on with their lives. That's the real reward. This is Pat Moore, General Manager of Marshall Ford Maverick Chevrolet, and we're beyond.
All right, second down for your Waskom Wildcats. And the ball is at the 20. No, it's not. That didn't change it. So we're going to have to look out here. Ball's going to be at the 16. So second down and 26. Second down and 26 at the 16 for your Waskom Wildcats. Chris is under center. Motion left. It's a pitch out to number 10, Joe Irvin. Joe's going to pick up probably about 7. Let's see where they mark it out of bounds. Beckville fans have got a little louder. Do I have you on?
So it's going to be third down and how many, Michael? 20?
I don't know. Let's see. I was trying to hope the board would help us out. Yeah, good one, Julie. Julie called it. Third down and 20. Man. Tight flex bone, Waskom. Hernandez takes a snap. Looking to pass. And they sack him. But they were covered. Everybody was covered.
Yep.
There may have been one open right there, but it was too much pressure.
So I think we'll have to punt. Ooh, I am so cold. That air is just freezing me out of here.
You got that jacket?
I know. I'm glad I do.
Wildcats set up the punt, and number 2 is back to receive the punt for Beckville.
What's the time left, Michael?
Chris gets the snap, he kicks it. A high punt, and the Wildcats going to be able to cover. It takes a Beckville bounce back about 6 yards. It's a minute 17 seconds. Beckville will take over. First and 10 in Wildcat territory.
Okay.
31-21.
Minute 17 left in the third. Ooh.
So the ball is spotted at the 48-yard line of the Wildcats. Wildcats aren't even ready. Here comes the Bearcats set. Whitehead blowing the whistle. Now the Wildcats going to take a timeout, I think. Yeah, so Waskom takes a timeout. Minute 17 seconds left in the third. Wildcats are down 10 here in the at the end of the third, 31-21. 14 points here in the second half by the Bearcats. Wildcats have not got really any yards this half, maybe, especially when we lost those back there, probably negated any yards we have.
Mm-hmm.
So we're probably negative to 10-yard gain this half. It's going to be tough for the Wildcats to pull this out if they don't lock in here. They call a timeout. Beckville's got a lot of momentum. So you got any area scores there?
No.
Not yet.
Not yet. No changes. Yeah. It looks like Beckville's momentum is just up, and Waskom has just had so many penalties and errors and mistakes. I mean, this has just been not their game tonight for sure.
So coming out of the timeout, Beckville in the shotgun. Calls for a snap on 2, gives it to number 9. And the Wildcats stopping for a loss of 1, but they're going to mark it at the line of scrimmage.
Okay, we got Harleton. They finished their game. They beat Hawkins tonight 41-12. Elysian Fields and Big Sandy, that game is finished, and it's 32-0. Elysian Fields ended up winning that game. Shelbyville and Garrison, that's a real close game. 27-26, Garrison leading by a point. West Rush still over New Diana 14-7. Natchitoches has come back now. They're over Hallsville 21-17 starting the fourth quarter. Texas High over Marshall right now 14-0 in the third quarter. Longview down 4 to Forney 28-24, and Carthage up 53-7 over Center.
All right, Bullock's in the shotgun for the second down. He's looking to pass. Been very successful in the air tonight. He's got some time, and he connects again for a big pickup. Number 11, Grayson Hicks. So a big gain of 25 yards. It's going to be against Beckville. So a good flag for the Wildcats.
We've seen plenty tonight.
But that goes against Beckville. This time we bring back a great gain. Move them back into Bearcat territory. Second down and long for the Bearcats. Just 24 seconds left in the third quarter. Wildcats down 31-21 to the Beckville Bearcats here in Beckville, Texas.
Still a whole nother quarter of football to play. You know, that's crazy. A lot of the games are already over.
Are they?
And ours, we still have a quarter left to play. It seems like this game's going long.
Beckville in the shotgun. Now, I believe Beckville's going to call a timeout. Man. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back with some more Waskom Wildcat football.
The Waskom Independent School District, a leader in academics, athletics, and extracurricular activities, teaching our children the importance of being good citizens, the desire to attend major universities, and come back home with an education to grow the community in East Texas. With grades pre-K through 12, the Waskom Independent School District is proud of their faculty and staff and their commitment to the very best for all students. Go Wildcats!
Five Star Builders, the leader in barn construction and barn dominium construction, garage, storage buildings, all for you the way you want them. We have the experience, we have the knowledge, and we have the qualified men to do the job right for you. Check it out. Call 903-407-7627 to get a qualified representative to come speak to you. That's 407-7627. Go Wildcats!
All right, back here around Beckville, Texas, and man, that's a long timeout. What is that, a 10-minute timeout? No, it ain't that long, folks, but it was a long timeout in Beckville. I'm trying to draw up something here with the lead, 31-21, 24 seconds in the third, second down, and 15 at the Beckville 47. Bullock in the shotgun, trips right, one left, takes a low snap, goes to a four-step drop and throws it right. Oh, he overthrows a wide open number 11. So 11 coming right back to that same area they were successful. Grayson Hicks. Bullock just threw it too high for him.
Bring up third down, Beckville up 31-21 over Waskom.
So I see the Wildcats can hold them here on third, put them in fourth, but you got to keep, this is a two-down
Definitely you don't want to let them score again, or you definitely will be in a hole.
Is it definitely?
Yep.
So it's third down and long. Motion around the white for that screen. He's faking the screen, looking back left for that other screen. And the Wildcats have some coverage, but he's getting some blocks and coming around the edge. And that was a good run by number 6, or Gabe Johnson after the catch. Number 6, Gage Johnson. Short of the first down, but a substantial pickup, putting them in a 4th down and 6.
Definitely more manageable 4th down.
They got 4th down and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4th down and 6. So it's at the Wildcat 44. 6 seconds left. Clock stop. 6 seconds. 31-21. Man, I'm glad they only got 3 timeouts each. Because Beckville's taking another timeout.
Is that their last one?
Nope. They got one more.
Gosh.
They like to use them timeouts.
It seems like we've been in timeouts more than we've been in the game.
We got some timeouts. Waskom still has 3 timeouts. Beckville has 1. 31-21. 6 seconds left in the third, and the Wildcats need to stop here.
Definitely need to stop.
Definitely?
Yeah.
They definitely.
To help get a little momentum back. Possibility to get it back into the ball game.
What time? We got to get up early tomorrow?
We got to get up real early.
We're going to get up at 8:30. Wildcats and the Bearcats in timeout right now. Both on the numbers with their coaches. Beckville's had all the momentum in the second quarter. It was back and forth in the first half, but now pretty much been all Beckville here in the second half or third quarter. Up 2 scores. And the Wildcats needing to stop here on 4th down. We're stop. We got to stop and we're stopping Marshall on the way back out of Beckville.
Get a drink. No custard places in Marshall.
You want a drink? I didn't think you drank anymore. Bullock's in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Wildcats looking to blitz, motion up under. He's going to fake it to that guy and looking to pass. We got some. Ooh, thankfully that rush there got him off point because he had a guy number 2, Watts. And the Wildcats will take over. Julie, look at there. That's probably what we needed to get this thing turned around.
Maybe. And when I say I want a drink, I want a Sprite Zero.
Oh.
That's my kind of drink.
I thought you'd got off the wagon.
No.
Well, I tell you this, if the Wildcats can come out and win this one, I may just stop and get you a drink.
Okay, a Sprite Zero. I really just probably going to go home and get my bed.
All right, here comes your Waskom Wildcats, folks. No production on offense here in the third quarter. They got 2 seconds to nullify that and score.
2 seconds.
2 seconds. Under center, Chris Hernandez. He's going to... That's 20. What's the number is that? 80. That's a blown...
What happened there, folks? Did you just see that?
So the Beckville Bearcats score on a fumble.
Beckville could not be having a better...
So that's with 0 seconds left, so that was right at the end.
I mean, Waskom has just had some big-time errors, and Beckville has capitalized at every opportunity.
I was wanting you to catch that number for me, but you didn't. Maybe the PT caught it down there. So I don't know. Sure, maybe it's this guy that they're giving the high fives to. What's his number?
I'm sure it is.
He was in the right place. I think that's a D lineman.
He's probably the only time he's ever scored.
Turn sideways so we can see your number, bud.
Was it 91?
51.
51? It was something one.
So 51.
So 38-28. Beckville goes up over
Tommy
Waskom.
Hurd on a fumble 6. Tommy Hurd, number 51. That's the end of the third quarter.
With 2 seconds, you said Waskom had 2 seconds to score, but guess who scored in that 2 seconds?
I don't know. Was it Waskom?
It wasn't Waskom.
So they got the extra point. Now it's 38-21. All right, so we're going to start the fourth quarter, folks. Maybe it'll be a better, but that was 3 touchdowns for Beckville in the third. So it's going to be really tough for the Wildcats, even if they stop Beckville and have able to move the ball. You're going to be tough to get 4 scores in the fourth quarter here.
I mean, it was within reach, and
it's still possible.
change the score on the.
Been bigger deficits overturned.
You got a whole quarter of football to still to play, so. Whew.
You act like you ran that touchdown back.
Man, that air went off. I wish that air would stay off. I was freezing when that air is on.
All right, so you think the Wildcats maybe they come get a score here on the first possession of the fourth quarter? There goes the air. Every time you say that, the air comes on.
Anything's possible.
You said the air ran off, it comes on.
Oh, Lord. Let's see if they
Number
onside
8.
kick again. Think they go onside kick again?
No, they're tired of that. Mojica is going to pooch kick it this time, and we're going to field it. Ooh, barely field it.
Oh, my gosh.
It's off the fingertips, and D's fumbles. And he's picked up by the Wildcats.
I think they're going to say it was down, you think?
Oh, now there's a flag. Now everything's going on there on
What the heck?
after the ball.
Okay, let's see what happens here.
So the Wildcats will have possession. Let's see where I don't know where they'll spot it. 11 minutes, 51 seconds starting here just into the fourth quarter. Waskom's down 38-21. Personal foul, Beckville. Beckville better settle down.
Their coach is not liking it. Look, he's on the field. He's upset about this call. Hey, coach, you're way ahead. Just let that go. You may turn the refs against you. Oh, he's just really mad at. Look at him.
Huh?
He is mad. He is telling that white hat.
He's telling him.
Goodness.
All right, here comes your Waskom Wildcats, folks. They're at the 47.
Here they come.
They're in a tight flex bone. Start.
Let's see if they
First
can hang
and
on to
10.
the ball.
Motion right. He's going to pitch it to Joe Irvin. Yeah, and Joe's going to make something out of nothing because he was stuffed in there, but he picks up a good gain.
55, what's that he's got hanging off of him in the back? It looks like a tail. Our 55. Is it just his towel?
It's probably just a towel. Second down and 4 for Waskom at the 41 of Beckville. Hernandez takes the snap, gives it to the fullback. He's going to be stopped for a gain of 1. So third down and 3 at the 40.
Beckville announcer, he's real animated. What did he tell us? He's been doing that almost 40 years now?
Yeah, he said he had 4, so he's been doing it 36 because he's going to keep doing it until that one guy that he introduces to his son graduates, and he's a freshman. Under center, Hernandez gets the snap, gives it to the fullback, keeps it. He's going to drive for the first down. Picks up 4.
Yeah. Barreling in there. Yeah, so 36 years announcing games here at Beckville. That's a long time on the PA.
It's a long time. 11 minutes left. Clock's moving. 38-21. Wildcats trying to get a score here in the second half.
You know what that's as long as?
What's as long as what?
We've been married.
What is?
36 years. He's been announcing games 36 years. We've been married 36 years.
That's interesting.
Yeah, he started announcing the year we got married.
Hernandez under center. Wildcats have a beast formation on the left side, and they run behind that, but they only pick up 1.
It looked like more than that to me, but I'm not down there, so I was wrong.
So the ball's going to be spotted at the 33. All right. Let's see what comes out. So Bubba Jones, number 7, comes in at fullback. He'll be the B-back. Chris Anderson, a motion left. Montez, they pitched it to Montez. And he comes up through there. He's at the 20. And there we go. Montez is in for the score.
Montez Thompson in for a Wildcat touchdown.
So a 34-yard touchdown. Too bad that wasn't at the third quarter.
Too bad.
All right, so it's 9 minutes, 53 seconds. Waskom scores on a run by 23.
You think we'll go for 2?
No. And Chris going to set up the kick.
Sometimes we can make it look so easy.
What?
Scoring.
Yeah, no, that was a good looking run. Like I said, it would have been nice if that's the way we come out of the half.
Yeah.
But the Wildcats,
That would have been nice.
they're not able to withstand this confidence that Beckville's come out in that third quarter, and then we had the big fumble. That's really, that's really the deciding, that fumble. If we didn't have that fumble, then it's a one-score game.
38-28. That'll bring the score. Beckville still ahead. Michael, you can change
I
that
know.
score for us.
Just chill out, folks. You always want me to check it. And I got to change the quarter, too, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
So we got a fourth quarter, and the Wildcats get a touchdown.
You know, you say that. I think that the beginning of the change in the game happened when we came out and threw that pass as our first play of that drive.
What are you
But
talking
that's
about
just my
back in the first?
opinion.
You're talking about the first half?
Then we started to make mistakes. There was more flags. You know, things started to kind of just go downhill for us after that. That's just my opinion.
Well, I mean, that's your opinion, and it's a good one. But in sports, when you have a halftime, you wipe away that.
You do.
And you
Yeah, I
go
thought we were
through,
going to come out
and so something else, went on. It's a total different thing that happened here in the second half, because the Wildcats, until that play, have done nothing. And we haven't seen that all year. You haven't seen that all year.
No, it's been a different game tonight.
But the Wildcats still have time, 9 minutes, 53 seconds, 38-28. Now they're going to
See if
kick
they
it
can
deep.
come back, turn it
See if they
around.
can get a defensive stop. It's going to roll into the end zone. And the Wildcats are going to see if they can come out and stop the Bearcats. The Bearcats, they got still a lot of pep in their step, but hold on here for a second, folks. We still got an opportunity. Here come the Wildcats. Come out here and see if they can hold these Bearcats, come back and get a few scores. Bearcats break the huddle bullet in the shotgun. We'll take the snap, going to hand off. Now I think they're going to look to try to run some clock.
Well, I have you to know that the super fan has messaged me and told me that I'm right in my opinion.
Number 9, Timmy. Yeah, buddy. Number 9, Timmy Wilcox on a good run for the Bearcats. He picked up 5. Ball will be at the 30. Bullock in the shotgun. He's going to motion 11 up under, coming across, and gives it to 9. Run off tackle to the right. That's Timmy Wilcox.
I like how he fakes the pass after he hands it off. Sometimes I think he's still passing the ball, and I go, oh, wait, he don't even got the ball.
I was looking at that block. They just about got... Oh, no, you're not. No, look, Julie. They're going to punt it. They're going to punt it. I think they're going to fake punt
You
it.
think they're going to fake punt it?
No, they ain't going to fake punt it. Not with a 2-score lead. They're going to
Yeah.
punt. 7 minutes, 44 seconds.
Up by 10, Beckville.
Was that 10? Oh, I thought it was 14. Well, that's better news than I thought. Your math's better than mine. They punted, Chris Hernandez fields it. Ooh, and he almost breaks the tackle, but that's good coverage. He does pick up about 7 when he shouldn't have got any. And look, there's Scatterboo, number 44. No, that's not Scatterboo. That's Corey Stevens. Well, they got all blues on, too. It looks like the Giants. You can feel that on their feet in this press box, those drums. All right, so we're only down by 10, folks. 38-28. So we wouldn't have did that fumble-rooski, this would be a whole lot closer. I'm telling you. Motion right, Hernandez gives it to the fullback, Bubba Jones. And
He got stopped on that one.
yeah, he got stopped quick by the defense. Bring up 2nd down and 10 for your Wildcats. The ball's at the 43. What time is it on the time? 9:53. So, man, we're definitely looking at 10:30 on this game, if not more, or maybe less. Wildcats in the tight flex bone. Hernandez under center, motion right, goes back left, fakes it to the fullback. Oh, look, we got a counter, boys, on the 50, the 40, and the third, 20-something. Montez, I thought you got to get that to the house, but that was a good counter play by the Waskom Wildcats. I thought that he was gone there for a minute because the offense did a good job executing that counter play. That's the one, if you remember, that he ran back and we had the false start.
That got called back. That was a touchdown earlier, but not a touchdown.
26-yard line. Wildcats hand off to the fullback, Bubba Jones. He's going to pick up maybe 2. Those Bearcats, they're all in those inside runs. They're coming at those inside runs pretty heavy. Attacking that triple option of the Wildcats. Wildcats been able to execute here in the 4th. They couldn't get nothing going in the 3rd. Could use a quick score here. Wildcats are set up tight flex bone. Motion right. Chris Hernandez. Oh, please recover. He did. He recovered a fumble, a snap.
Fumble, a snap.
That there's got to go away. 3rd down and 8. Ooh, this is we need to bust one so we can turn this hair off. Is it? Well, it feels like warm air now. What do you think?
No, I wish it was warm air.
5 minutes, 48 seconds. The time is moving on the Wildcats. 2 receivers on the right side. Calls for the ball. Chris has it. He's going to keep it. It's going to be short of the 1st down. Now the Wildcats have a decision to make.
A foul flag on the play?
Oh, that's not going to be good. But, you know, would they decline it? Face mask. Oh, thank you. It's Christmas early for the Wildcats. We got a
personal foul
yeah,
now
got a
on
face
Beckville.
mask. And that's going to move them. We should be moving them way up there
That's
into
kind of what happened
to us in the first half.
Waskom in the first half, so
Now it's 1st and 10 at the 10. Are they going to? They should be 1st and 10 at the 10.
1st and goal.
You can still, to me, you still can get a 1st down. We need someone to come out here and I would check that. Uh-oh, he's offsides. He's offsides. Run it, Bubba. Bubba's on the outside. Bubba's into the end zone.
And Bubba Jones for a touchdown.
So you can have that penalty. We don't want that, unless it was on us. Was it on us, Joe?
Let's see.
I think it's on them. They're going to call false start. I'm going to rip this paper up.
No, it's on them, and it's declined touchdown. So Waskom scores a quicker touchdown there.
So people are watching this on the little thing that you watched on. They're like, what's going on here in Beckville? It's called, what's it called?
I don't know. Touchdown?
I forgot what it's called. Yeah, touchdown.
So let's
7 yards.
see.
Bubba Jones on the run. That's
Bubba Jones
good run.
in for the score. That's Bubba's 2nd touchdown tonight.
Yeah, because I missed the call on there because I was fiddling on one of my gadgets. But not this time. Bubba Jones in there for a quick score.
And Waskom
Either waving off or
Or
something there.
deciding what
We're going for
going to do for this extra point. Yeah, they're getting ready.
now.
Setting
This
it
do
up.
that.
I don't know. You didn't show up on my screen.
Chris
so-
Hernandez is looking to get this extra point. I didn't do it.
And it's good.
Is it good?
No, they said it's not.
Well,
I
you
thought
said
it
it was.
was.
You
Well,
said it
I thought it was. Hey, I called it. So that's 34. So it brings the score Beckville 38, Waskom.
That,
And how much time we have left in the game, babe?
not enough.
Not enough.
No, we got enough. It's 5 minutes, 21 seconds, 34-38. Waskom misses the extra point.
38-34.
38-34. So now it's back to a game. So Waskom will come out to kickoff to the Bearcats with 5 minutes, 21 seconds. Beckville will come out of the half. 3 quick scores in the third. And the Wildcats come here in the fourth with 2 scores of theirs. And now it's a 1-score game with 5 minutes, 21 seconds. You think the Wildcats will do something on special teams here that they haven't done?
I hope they do something they haven't done.
I think they're going to kick it deep because there's still enough time for your defense to hold and then get the ball back.
Okay.
34-38. Beckville holding on to a 4-point lead. Just missed the extra point. It'd be a 3-point game, so that would, if they were happen to need to be in a tie situation, then they do onside it. A little squibby onside. 9, Timmy Wilcox. Take it over 1st and 10 at the Beckville. Beckville 47-yard. That's where he's 46-yard line. So 5 minutes, 17 seconds. Beckville has the ball. 1st and 10 at the Beckville 46. Up 4 over the Waskom Wildcats. Bullock breaks the huddle. I have a back on his left side. Trips left in a bunch. He's looking left. He's looking at that screen, and he goes up high, and hit the ball as a tip. Man, our safety was deep. Oh, and he was feeling upset because he wasn't a little closer. That was a potential interception. It hit the Beckville's hands and popped up for a few seconds. We're going to have a 2nd down and 10 at the 46. The clock stops, so they don't do much for moving the clock. So the Wildcats can get the ball back, have an opportunity. It'll be 2nd down and 10 at the 46. Bullock calls for the snap. He hands off. This time they're going to try to sweep out. Oh, and he gets a good run. He was line of scrimmage, but he was able to move the defensive player 7 yards. 5 minutes, 3 seconds. The clock stops. He went out of bounds. 34-38 with a 3rd and 4 at the Wildcat 48. All right, Bullock has his back on the right side, motion and one, and they're going to cross Buck with that back, and he's not going to get the 1st down. And that's DJ Stevens, number 75, not JD. DJ Stevens on a good stop on defense. Brings up a 4th down and a big decision here by the Beckville. You got a 4-point.
Go for it.
You have to here. You don't have to, but they are. Bullock's going to have a 4th down and 5 at the 49 of the Wildcats. He's rolling left. He's got some pressure. Ooh, and under pressure, he makes a great throw.
1st down.
That's number 9.
Beckville.
I think it's number 6 makes that catch, Gabe Johnson. Man, that was a good play there by the Beckville Bearcats. So that stops the clock at 4 minutes, 10 seconds. Another set of downs, 1st and 10 at the Wildcat 34-yard line. Bearcats coming out of the huddle. I have 2 backs on each side of him now. Bullock does. 1 receiver out each side. He gives it to number 2, and he cuts back and picks up a big gain. Another 1st down by the Bearcats.
Man, that was
Rudy Watts.
a good run. That was one of their better run plays. Picking up another first down.
Number 2, Rudy Watts. 4 minutes, 1 second. Now the clock's moving. 38-34, the Bearcats. They're in field goal range with number 8.
They've already scored one field goal.
24-yard line of the Wildcats. Now they're going to slow it down a little bit. 13 seconds on the play clock. 3:38 on the game clock. 38-34. Bullock in the shotgun has a handoff to number 9, and he breaks over to the edge. Breaks a few tackles, and now they're in the red zone. 1st and 10. So the Bearcats move out of that 4th down and have it stop, folks. They got to pick up 2 quick first downs. They're at the 10-yard line. I think it's the 11-yard line. Yeah, 11. 1st and 10. Now they're really taking their time. Clock's down to 3 minutes on the play clock. 38-34. Beckville has the lead in the ball. 1st and 10 at the 11. Bullock in the shotgun. Wildcats looking to blitz. Oh, and they hand off to number 2, and he's going to score. Number 2, Rudy Watts. 2 minutes, 44 seconds. In for the score, and that could be all they needed here to seal this win against the Wildcats. Give a run by number 2, Rudy Watts. That's a 11-yard run, and now they'll set up for the extra point. So what's that make it? All right, so 2 minutes, 44 seconds left in the game. Beckville's setting up to kick the extra point. 44-34. Mojica, the kicker for the Bearcats. It's a good hold. Honey picked it up. Maybe they were faking it. But there's a flag as well. But the Wildcats tackled the holder there when he was trying to get up.
Call him. Offsides.
Offsides, Wildcats. Two minutes, 44 seconds, and Beckville still try to kick. Yeah.
Kick the extra point.
Now it's going to be a 13-yard extra point attempt. Or 17 or 18 yards, whatever it is. But he makes it.
That'll bring the score. Beckville 45, Waskom 34.
All right, folks, we'll be right back with some more Waskom Wildcat football.
East Tex Telephone Cooperative is a proud sponsor of all things Waskom Wildcats, academics, athletics, and extracurricular activities. East Tex Telephone commends the hard work and dedication put forth by all students, faculty, staff, and administration. It is through hard work and sacrifice that winners emerge. Best of luck from East Tex Telephone, servicing the telecommunications needs of rural East Texas since 1952. Go Waskom Wildcats!
Hey Wildcat fans, this is Josh Manus of the Manus Law Firm in Waskom. I'm proud to support our hometown team, and I hope you'll join me in rooting for the Wildcats to have another great season. If you've been injured in an accident as the result of someone else's negligence, your top priority should be healing physically and emotionally. Since 2004, we've helped hundreds of East Texans receive full compensation for their injuries. Call us today at 903-407-8455. Visit us on the web at joshmanus.com.
All All right, we're back here at Beckville. Beckville just scored again. 45-34 up over the Waskom Wildcats with just 2 minutes, 44 seconds. And Beckville's setting a kickoff to the Wildcats. We could use, we'd have to get a touchdown and an onside kick now. So a lot of things would have to go in the Wildcats' favor to get this game tonight
Well,
to stay undefeated in district.
just about nothing has went in the Wildcats' favor in this game, so I don't see
Hey, look,
that.
somebody, look over in the Wildcats. Go up in the stands. They're still doing their lights. Look,
Uh-huh.
some faithful fans over there.
Some lights.
Yeah, look, you see them?
I see 'em.
They shaking them. All right, Mojica set to kick off to the Wildcats. Is he gonna pooch it over here? And we're gonna touch it. It's gonna go out of bounds at the 35. So not too bad. At least they didn't get it, the kick.
How much time we got left?
Oh, they're saying, hey, look, they threw a flag on it, and he's waving it off. He didn't see him touch it.
No.
How much time, babe? That's 2 minutes, 42 seconds.
2 minutes, 42 seconds.
Yeah, 2 minutes, 42 seconds. We don't have much time at all. And it's 10:09, but it may finish before 10:30,
Maybe.
because I said 10:30. It's going to finish before 10:30. All right, here comes the Wildcats. And they got to move this ball at lightning speed,
At lightning speed.
or at least in 2 minutes.
Well, let's see.
All right, Hernandez under center, motion left. And they do that counter to Jay Irvin. Oh, and he does a move at the 40, at the 45, 50, and he's going to get into Bearcat territory. Wildcats, unfortunately, the last few times they've looked like if they would have looked the whole game, this would be a different score. So I hope they can take this momentum into the bye week. See if we can get this score here. Get an onside. Hernandez under center, motion up, pitches it to Montez Thompson, and he's going to be stopped with a pickup of 2. 2 minutes, 25 seconds. Clock is moving on the Wildcats. It's number 23 on the tackle for the Bearcats, Xavier Foster. Quick snap. Hernandez, no. Same thing he did earlier. Man. Same thing. Bad decision. You should have pitched it earlier, but that's okay. I mean, it was going to be a tough comeback for the Wildcats.
It would have been nice to have one more score, though, and bring that
Score closer.
score closer, but they should be able to just run the clock out now.
Yeah, Wildcats have 3 timeouts. 45-34. Looks like the Wildcats are going to get their first district loss here in Beckville.
Tough night for
And
the
that'll
Wildcats.
even up in district.
First and 10, Bearcats.
Bullock in the shotgun. Motion left in front. He's going to give it to the back that was on his right side, and that's Watts. And Watts fumbles, but as everything else, it goes right into the Bearcats' paws. It was only a slight hope of a shade of hope. Now I'm just ready for it to end because I've been standing on my feet. That's on fire. The guy still got a skirt on too, 64. He's gonna wear it out in victory. Under 2 minutes. Clock stops. Did someone call a timeout?
I sure hope not.
I don't think they did, but somebody did. Somebody called a timeout.
What would we have a timeout for? Look on the clock. Does it say who
It
called?
didn't. That's why I'm saying there's
on the board.
3 left for Waskom and 1 left for Beckville. The board guys are just not doing their job.
They might
doing
not
their
know who
job.
called it.
They don't know what happened.
I don't know why we would have a timeout. Let's just run this thing out.
under 2 minutes, a minute 56 seconds. Wildcats are down to the Bearcats, 45-34 game.
Waskom's had a lot of turnovers, fumbles, penalties, just not been there night to night.
Uh-oh, they're playing 9-9. Yeah, I hate when people play 9-9. They've been waiting on the chance to play 9-9.
How much time is up on the clock now, Michael?
I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you how much is up there. Dick, he takes the snap. He's running the quarterback sweep, and he gets tackled by the Wildcats. He picks up about 6. Minute 49 seconds. I don't think they even turned the clock on. Minute 49 seconds. The Bearcats up 45-34. I don't know what's going on right now. Must have been another penalty. Here, we'll take a timeout. Looks like they're doing timeout. No, it's against the Bearcats.
This is Pat Moore, General Manager of Marshall Ford Maverick Chevrolet, and we're beyond excited to support the Waskom Wildcats this year. I love to coach. I've coached. When I see kids that I coached in 5th, 6th, 7-year-old, flag football, basketball, baseball, and you see these kids get into high school and they're playing varsity sports and they're flourishing, and then they graduate, and then, you just see them around town. You see them at Walmart, and they come up, man, they give you a hug, and they tell you what's going on with their lives. That's the real reward. This is Pat Moore, General Manager of Marshall Ford Maverick Chevrolet, and we're beyond excited to support the Waskom Wildcats this year. It sounds so cliche, but our children are the future, and if we can invest in activities for children, then that's only going to make them, better quality candidates when they get into the workforce. It's going to teach them the lessons that athletics, that music, that theater, that fine arts, all these things teach kids that there's a reward for doing your best. There's a reward for putting in hard work.
The Waskom Independent School District, a leader in academics, athletics, and extracurricular activities, teaching our children the importance of being good citizens, the desire to attend major universities, and come back home with an education to grow the community in East Texas. With grades pre-K through 12, the Waskom Independent School District is proud of their faculty and staff and their commitment to the very best for all students. Go Wildcats!
All right, we're back here. There's a penalty on Beckville, and then after they sorted all that out, the Wildcats called a timeout. Seconds. 45-34. Beckville has the ball at the Wildcat 49. No, I'm sorry, they're at the 47. Hands off to number 11. He's going to sweep right. He's going to pick up maybe a yard. Uh-oh, they called another timeout. So it was a minute 40 seconds, and Wildcats called another timeout. Now they took it off. There's one timeout between each team left. Did all the other games finish?
Oh, yeah, they were finished a long time ago.
It's 10-17 here in Beckville. Wildcats are down 45-34.
I think we did a wrap-up of our other scores at the end of the third quarter, and most of the games were finished.
Well,
Except for the games that started at 7:30.
Oh.
The larger schools, a lot of those games start till
7:30.
Yeah.
So the Wildcats call their second timeout. Minute 40 seconds, they're down to the Bearcats by 11. 45-34. And why? This is a long timeout again. This is some long timeouts. But here we come back to the field. Both teams are on the field. The ball's on the left hash, the 46-yard line of the Wildcats. I'm sorry. and Bullock has the ball, and they're going to punt it. And the punt's going to be down at the 13. The Wildcats will get a 1st and 10 at their 14-yard line. Minute 32 seconds left in the game, 1 timeout each. I don't think Beckville will be using their timeout. 45-34, Beckville up over the Wildcats.
Let's see if Waskom can hang on to the ball.
Yep. Minute 32 seconds, 45-34. It's on the 14-yard line of Waskom. Under center, Hernandez. They pitch it to Montez Thompson. He's going to be stopped with no gain.
I think he lost some yards.
Minute 15 seconds. Yep, he lost 8 yards. 2nd down and 11 at the 14. Wildcats looking to throw. Ooh. Just overthrew the receiver.
Intercepted.
Yeah, overthrew. So that should do it there and come out
That
and down
definitely
it.
should do it.
So remember 11 on the interception.
That's how many?
Grayson
Is that
Hicks.
2 or 3 interceptions
I
tonight?
think it's 2 interceptions and 2 fumbles. Did you remember a 3rd interception? I think it's 2 interceptions and 2 fumbles.
Maybe.
The fumbles were, one was a fumble 6, and then after the first interception, they scored a touchdown. And now they're going to look to take victory formation. Bullock's got 2 backs behind him, still in the shotgun. They may run a play or so. No, he's going to down it.
Yep.
So we're going to have to do one more snap, and then that will end the game. Wildcats will lose here tonight in Beckville, 45-34. Beckville,
Have a bye week next week. And then the following week, we'll see you back at Waskom as Waskom plays Big Sandy. And I think that's Thursday night game.
yeah, they call it the game of the week.
And then Halloween, we'll have EF at home. And then we'll finish out the year on the road
At Hawkins.
at Hawkins.
And then hopefully have some postseason play, which we should. And the Wildcats and the Bearcats are ending here. There's a few seconds left, but they're already heading to shake hands. And there goes the buzzer, folks. That's the end of the game here in Beckville. And so the
Thank you to
Bearcats